Thank you for joining us today. My name is Spencer Baz, and I'm the director with Canyon Angels. To my left, we have an angel mentor, David Soto, and full-time faculty member, head of our finance, and a part of our angel group as well, David Blackledge. Thank you guys both for joining us.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
So let's talk about angel investing. Angel investors, the risk, and the rewards. So how long have both of you been angel investing in your careers? And how many companies have you guys invested in, or at least been a part of?
I've been an angel investor now about 7 years. That's both in debt and equity. And let's just say round figures, I don't have my sheet in front of me, 25 to 30 businesses over that time.
Yeah, and I've been in an angel investor as well as a venture investor since about 2007.
Okay.
And I'd say mostly in equity.
Mm-hmm.
Done a little bit of debt, but I'm sure David's done more than I have. Because my preference is equity.
Yeah.
I would say maybe about 45 companies that I've actually invested into.
Mm-hmm.
That's not to say that the ones that we've actually looked at, I'm sure Dave's looked at quite a few of those companies too.
Of course. And somebody that wants to be an angel investor, what are the requirements for somebody to even become an angel investor?
So there's two thresholds. One threshold is income, and it's a single person averaging $200,000 a year in income. A married couple, $300,000 in income. The majority of people, in fact, virtually all of the people I speak with, qualify under the net worth criteria, and that's having $1 million in investable assets. It's not including residence and other things, so that's a key qualifier.
Right.
And people that should be angel investing, what net worth do you think? Is the accreditation amount enough that you think that somebody should be a part of an angel investing group? Or what net worth do you think somebody should have to be successful at angel investing?
So I think it comes down to properly diversifying your portfolio. Not to get into an investment finance class, but I think people looking at their types of investments that they have, this is risky stuff. Let's not mince words about that. But I think if you're looking at putting in about 5% to 10% of your investable net worth into what I would call alternative investments, including angel investing, I think that's fair. And what it comes down to really in my book is how risk averse are you? Okay, if you're incredibly risk averse, you're looking at maybe investing in mutual funds and treasury bills, right? If you have some level of tolerance for risk, I think just very generally a 5 to 10% of your investable net worth, I think is a fair ballpark to start with, and then looking at other alternatives you have, I think that's a fair starting point.
Okay. Yeah, David hit it right on the head. It's all about diversity. Diversifying your portfolio, you want to make sure that you have a well-diversified portfolio, whether you're into land investments, mutual funds, individual stocks, bonds, different types of equities. Angel investing has a component and I believe, and I've always told individuals that I've talked to, is that it needs to have a component within your portfolio. It can be that component that's your high risk component as compared to looking at other things externally or internationally. That's here, and it's building the community as well, small businesses. So.
And why do you think people have been, that are qualified, accredited investors, why do you think they've been hesitant to partake in startups, venture financing here in the state of Arizona?
Well, I've seen reports that there are upwards of 100,000 accredited investors potentially in the valley alone.
Yeah.
Okay, people with $1 million or more of investable cash. Let's be frank, 75, 80 years of wealth in Arizona has been built on rooftops.
Yeah.
Okay, people building homes, buying land, selling land to developers. You get a Safeway every 1,200 homes, and that's how the state grew for quite some time. So you have a lot of people that made 20 or 30% a year indefinitely building rooftops. That kind of went away in 2008 with the real estate situation. We're just now getting back to the point where people are able to recover on a real estate basis.
Right.
So it's really trying to get people to look at a new way of making money, which is, let's face it, angel investing typically involves itself in a lot of technology startups, and real estate is still there. I take that as kind of a separate case though, but angel investing, really, we're talking about technology startups mostly, although the industries will vary greatly, but I still think we're talking about technology, and some people are still uncomfortable with that.
Yeah.
I think angel investing's always been there. It hasn't been in organized groups. Individuals that have built companies, whether they built them in rooftops or in supporting structures and infrastructure around the rooftops, they have always, once they became successful, they would always invest into companies or younger individuals that were coming up in those builds to take a component of that so that they were able to invest in that.
Right.
So I think angel investing's always been there. It's just never been organized. And there are a lot of people that invest under the angel umbrella but not necessarily know that it's an angel.
And why is it important to be with an organized group, being around fellow other angel investors, having access to syndicated deals throughout maybe the state of Arizona or in the Southwest? Why is it important for an angel investor to be a part of a group rather than just doing it by themselves?
Well, my thought is, and I've read a lot about this from the Angel Resource Institute and other scholarly people who do a lot of analysis on this, and I think one of the factors is the factors of success. A big one in angel investing is how long or how much due diligence you spend on an investment.
Yeah.
People that do very little or none return nothing or lose often, or more often than not. People that spend, it's 20 hours or more on due diligence, you average many times more than people who don't.
Right.
So I think an angel investment group is superior just in the sense that you have a lot of people doing a lot of diligence, so you don't have to do all of that yourself. And so you have a lot of literate people, maybe experts in the industry, hopefully, that are doing diligence, and I think that benefits greatly. So for me, being part of an angel group gives me that extra edge over just doing it myself. And on nights and weekends, do you really do as much diligence as these people do? The answer is no, I don't.
Right.
So I prefer angel groups just for that purpose alone.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the due diligence that comes with the angel group. You have more eyes looking at a deal. They can pick up things that you may not have picked up. And then on top of that, it's the deal flow. You get increased deal flow from outside of the state. I mean, Canyon Angels, you get deal flow from California, Arizona, and I mean, even into the Midwest, you can have deal flow. So.
And I want to talk about financial, we spoke, of course, about the risk, but what are the financial rewards that an angel investor is wanting, and why do you believe that somebody should be a part of the Canyon Angels group with just our requirements? Because $500, which is our requirement for somebody to be a part of our angel group, besides being an accredited investor, that's not usually the problem with them. It's usually just being certain on, are they going to get good deal flow? Are they going to be a part of an angel network that supports their investment criteria? So let's get into the rewards, but also why do you believe that somebody should be a part of our Canyon Angels group if they are an accredited investor and want to be educated?
So looking at the returns for other types of investments, over 50 to 100 years, bonds are about 3%, stocks are about 6%. You get into other types of investment. Real estate might be 10 or 12 if you pick the right real estate deals. So you're looking at an average of, say, 10 deals in angel investing. 9 out of 10 of them are probably going to return 0 to maybe get your money back. So there's almost no return there. But if you do hit one deal that's a home run, you can make 20 or 30 times your money. So your portfolio over many years, hopefully, averages around 30%. So again, it's very risky money, it's risk capital, but if you look at the types of returns you can get for a portion of your investment portfolio, the returns are superior. So that's why I think people generally should look at that.
And why should somebody be a part of our Canyon Angels group for you?
Being part of Canyon Angels, I think, like we've already discussed, I mean, it's the deal flow you get. It's being around other individuals that are looking at companies similar to you. You're not looking at them by yourself.
Right.
And the significance of Canyon Angels that I think is unique is the students doing the due diligence that look at different things, as well as being able to not only look at deals that come from Canyon Angels, but from the other angel groups throughout the state.
Right.
It's
That's
the
true.
syndication component that has been built into the Canyon Angels that allows you to that access.
Exactly. And if you'd like to be a part of our group, if you are an accredited investor, if you want to be more educated on what angel investing is and be a part of the group, we'd love to have you. Thanks for joining us.